Hey guys, Emma here, also known as 8vinyllow, bringing you all another video. We're going to be talking about Blue Horizon Records today. Yes, Blue Horizon, the record label, coming out of the UK in the mid-60s to early 70s. There's a revival going on, and I am so excited about it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that revival here on this channel. Just kind of share my thoughts, give some background about Blue Horizon Records for those who aren't too familiar with the label, and just kind of have a short, fun music discussion. So we're gonna jump right into it and get kind of into the backstory about what Blue Horizon Records is. So Blue Horizon Records was an independent record label that was started by Mike Vernon in 1965. And if you aren't too familiar with Mike Vernon, basically he is a record producer, someone who really made a name for himself, working in Decca Records. I believe he started working there in like 1963. He's also known for, and I'm wearing the shirt, you guys know how I feel about John Mayall, and especially the Beano record. He also produced John Mayall and the Blues Breakers with Eric Clapton, Beano. Blue Horizon Records was the epicenter for blues music and British blues music from the mid-60s to the 1970s. In 1967, Blue Horizon made a worldwide licensing and distribution deal with CBS, and this really kind of launched Blue Horizon Records into the mainstream and gave them some mainstream success. They stayed with CBS until about 1970 when eventually Polydor took over, and then Blue Horizon basically completely stopped production after about 1972. Blue Horizon's greatest success was, of course, Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, and that is by far my favorite era of Fleetwood Mac. I cannot get enough of it. Of course, Mike Vernon, right, being in that British blues scene, he knew Peter Green. Peter Green did work with John Mayall, put out The Hard Road, which I have right here. So within that British blues scene, all of these kind of big names were familiar with each other and worked together at one point or another. They worked together. The debut album of Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac was kind of like the spark for the label and really sent them into mainstream success and popularity as it debuted number 4 on the top 40 charts. Some of the most notable UK acts coming out of the Blue Horizon record label, of course, includes Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. You also had Chicken Shack, and of course, coming out of Chicken Shack, you had Christine Perfect, who ended up releasing her own solo album through Blue Horizon Records. And of course, Christine Perfect later became Christine McVie and joined Fleetwood Mac later on. But the Blue Horizon label wasn't just confined to British blues acts. It also included American acts and American bluesmen like Champion Jack Dupree and Otis Spann and Buka White. There was also a band coming out of Los Angeles, a white band called Bacon Fat. And kind of like its cousin over in the UK was another band called Jelly Bread. Both Jelly Bread and Bacon Fat were kind of later bands coming out of Blue Horizon. They didn't see as much success, of course, as Chicken Shack did, or Fleetwood Mac, or your kind of American bluesmen like Champion Jack Dupree, but they still put out some pretty cool blues music.
Who falls in love with you? I expect you to be true. I pity the fool.
From 1965 to 1972, Blue Horizon Records put out more than 70 singles and 100 albums. Now, all of this brings me back to the main part of this discussion, right? This revival and this relaunch more than 50 years later in 2020. This partnership between legend Seymour Stein and Fat Possum Records, we finally have a Blue Horizon label revival. Now, to kick off this revival, they reissued the first 3 Fleetwood Mac albums, Peter Green Fleetwood Mac. Of course, you have the debut album from 1968. This is Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. Absolutely killer album.
I never realized just how sweet and kind one woman can be.
1968, you have the album Mr. Wonderful. Of course, this also has the gatefold. And then in 1969, you get this compilation album, The Pious Bird of Good Omen, which is a collection of B-side singles and just extra tracks. And this is an absolutely amazing compilation of some of their best recordings. This revival, this relaunch, there is a wonderful website that I'm going to link down below. Definitely go check it out. You can go order these 3 reissues, these 3 releases, which I definitely recommend if you don't have any of these. All of these are absolute essential to any record collection. But go check out the website. It just makes me so excited. I was going through the other day. It makes me so excited about the future and what's coming next out of this relaunch. With that, everybody, this is the end of the video. Let me know down in the comments below if you ended up picking up any of these new reissues, and or if you're going to. But definitely let me know what you think about this new Blue Horizon label revival. And I will see all of you for my next video. Bye, guys.